community. My name is Jessica Lynn Johnson, and I am the founder and CEO of Soaring Solo LLC. And today we're talking about perfectionism. And man, oh man, am I the perfect person to talk about this issue. I could be the poster child. I almost didn't even do this video today because I was like, oh, my nail polish is chipped. That'll be so embarrassing. And then I was like, Jessica, wow. Like, that is a prime example of exactly why you need to do this video for yourself and for others. Perfectionism. She is a sneaky bitch, man, and she really sabotages our creative process. Perfectionism really poses as this very helpful character in our lives, this very helpful voice in our heads that's like, oh, I think that sentence could be better. I think it could be meatier, or I think that sentence is too long, or I think there could be a better word choice there, or I don't know if we've really fully stepped into this character yet. We shouldn't show it to anybody because we don't know the depth of this character yet, and I don't know if we're really as memorized as we should be, and blah, 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 blah. And she just tells us that we're not ready, we're not good enough, there's always a way to make it better. And in a sense, she's right. There's always a way to make art better. There's always a way to improve what we're doing. But that's the process and that's the journey. And we have to allow ourselves the process and the journey of our work. With my first show, it started as a 1-minute monologue, which I would do at auditions. Then that grew into a 15-minute little one act that I did at various theaters and festivals. And then that grew into a 1-hour show that I toured for about 12 years. So that had a whole life. And believe me, I did so many different iterations of that show, and it got better and it grew, and I grew into the characters. But I had to allow myself the gift of the journey. I had to say, okay, it can start as a 1-minute monologue and then it can grow into other things. And that wasn't easy because, like I've already established, I'm a perfectionist. And then with my second show, Z, I really sat on that idea for a show for about 9 years. 9 years, guys. And I believe that there's so much grace in the universe for us so that when I finally did get the courage to write Z, all of the things that I needed lined up and I was able to do it. But perfectionism was really a part of that. It really tried to keep me from getting the show on its feet. And I see this time and time again with my clients and my students that perfectionism, the volume on her just really turns up as we're in the creative process, and we don't want to share our scripts with anybody because it's not perfect yet. But the thing of it is, it's never going to get better unless you do share it with people, unless you do see what's resonating for audiences and you do see what something sounds like in front of an audience, because there's something about sharing and being in that energy of community that informs our work differently than sitting in our little dark caves typing away on our MacBooks. There's something very different about sharing in a safe community that opens us up to new information. The other thing I want to say about perfectionism is in performance mode. So not even just in writing mode, but in performance mode. So many times we don't want to get up on stage because we don't feel like our characters are fully developed yet, or the lines are memorized enough yet. But the thing is, again, you're not going to get to that level of development with your characters or your familiarity with the script in front of an audience until you start practicing doing that. And again, the biggest thing is allow yourself the gift of the process, allow yourself the gift of the journey, allow yourself the gift of mistakes and of flaws and of vulnerability, allow yourself that whole process. Don't allow perfectionism to sabotage your creative journey, because it will. It will definitely try. If you allow it to, it will. So my 2 cents for you, if this is something that you're battling with, I would strongly suggest do the next thing that terrifies you with regard to perfectionism. If you have this script and you've never shown it to anybody, pick somebody really safe and share it with that person. Or go to an open mic or go to a class, go somewhere and share a little bit of it. And do that often, because sometimes we'll share our stuff in front of someone and maybe they won't really get it. And then we're like, oh, see, I knew it. It's crap. I'm not going to show it to anyone else. And that's such a mistake. You got to show it to a bunch of people, because I guarantee you there are going to be people that resonate with it. And the other thing I would say is, if you're in the phase of you got the script, you've had the script, and maybe you've never worked with somebody professionally, well, make an appointment with a coach or with a director, a dramaturg. Start to let some professional eyes see it. If you're in the phase where, okay, you've already done all those things and you need to get it up on its feet in front of an audience and actually preview your show or do a staged reading of your show, then book a theater. Put the stake in the ground. See what festivals are happening in your city and put that stake in the ground. Or do an independent premiere at a theater that you like and you just have a good vibe with. Just make something happen. Take action. Don't wait for it to be perfect, because perfection does not exist. Perfection doesn't exist. So if you're waiting for that, you're going to be waiting a long time. So anyway, I hope this was very helpful. And honestly, I'm preaching to myself just as much as I am to you guys. So if this was helpful, please like the video. Please feel free to go to jessicalynjohnson.com for more information. Subscribe to my channel if you want to be the first to get updates about when I put new content out. And I also do paid private coaching as well as group coaching. I do a free class every weekend. So contact me for more information about any of that stuff too. And leave comments below if you battle with perfectionism and you want to share your thoughts or struggles or advice for how you deal with it. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much and have a beautiful day.